Hello everybody! Welcome to Season 5 of the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. After the longest offseason in League history, we are finally down to the 5th season, and that is an Amber Alert going off on my phone as I'm trying to start the 5th season of the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. That is not in my city, we'll take care of that later. Okay, anyways, let's address the actual elephant in the room. Fail Not. As you can see, that is not the Dynamic Divorce roster, that is Detroit's roster. Deku Baba coming at ya. Bloodflame, Fail Not, and Dandori. What happened to Farmed? Alright, so here's the deal. We lost 5 teams in the offseason. We lost Dynamic Divorce, we lost No Custody, we lost the Ceiling Fans, we lost the Swarm, and we lost Fun Gang. So those 5 teams are no longer in the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. We did get an expansion franchise, however. Mid-Class Nation, managed by Ricola7. Welcome to the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. We'll talk more about them when they play their first game as they open their existence against the 456 Squadron. Speaking of which, let's talk about the season schedule. We have expanded from 16 games to 18 games, but I know what you're thinking. 1 a.m., what's the elephant in the room? Why did Dynamic Divorce and No Custody fold? Why did these other teams fold? Something happened in the off season. We had to get Joe and NetEasy were banned from the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League, including their Amiibo. So that means the Amiibo trained by Joe and NetEasy are removed from the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. That includes the likes of Farmed, the Season 4 MVP, Silly, the Season 2 MVP, most of No Custody's roster as well as No Custody as a whole, Dynamic Divorce as a whole. A bunch of Amiibo from those teams are now on other teams. As you see here, Fail Not is there. We'll address some of the other Amiibo in the meantime, but one of the teams who lose a massive Amiibo are the Ditto Burritos. The Ditto Burritos no longer have Tilted because that was NetEasy's King Deity Amiibo. With that being said though, the Ditto Burritos did go 5-1 in the preseason. We did do a preseason, folks, and in that preseason, the Ditto Burritos, one of the best records in that preseason, 5-1. But anyways, to kick off round 1 of Season 5 of the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League, as you can see, we have Detroit here on the left. They're going to be playing against the defending champion Novas. So, it's been 4 months since the Novas were crowned champions of the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. Their roster consisting of Diabells, Meh, it's him. Actually, Meh is a rookie. We're going to see him today. He's a rookie. Dabuffalo's Olimar Amiibo. As they did lose the Ryu in their 6-man rotation, and Zillihu. Zillihu is still with the Novas, but he's going to be on the bench today. Let's actually bring out all the Amiibos. So let's see. Diabells, here she is. Best leadoff in Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League history, because Ditto had a bit of an off-season last season with the Ditto Burritos. Let's bring in that second Amiibo. Gonna be the rookie, Dabuffalo's Olimar, Meh. While we're bringing in these Amiibo, by the way, let's talk about the round 1 schedule for the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. All information, by the way, you can find that in the description, including the roster orders for every match. You can find who's going to play who in each round. That's going to be on the Bracket League. There's also the Discord server if you want to join that too. So, we are at 22 teams. That's a reduction of 4 teams. Lost 5, gained 1 for this season, so it's going to be a little bit shorter than Season 4. Well, we're at 18 games now for the regular season. Speaking of which, round 1, we're going to open up with Detroit at the Novas. We'll have Carbon Show's team at Miami. That's another thing we need to address, Carbon Show's team. So, for those of you who don't know, Very Doggish was also banned from Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League because of stuff that happened last offseason, but we didn't go through the rebranding or anything like that until this offseason. Carbon Show, who managed the boys back in Season 1, is the general manager for this team. We'll see a new roster with them as they want to make it to back-to-back-to-back playoff appearances. It's him. It's going to be the 3rd Amiibo right now, so let's bring in It's Him. That reminds me, somebody remind me that I still got to do the Discord ping real quick. Because of reordering, It's Him is now 3rd all-time in KOs among active Amiibo. Coming at you as the new leader, by the way. So number 1 and number 3 all-time will face off against each other most likely. Eon 2's Link. Valorex still here for the ride. Let's bring Valorex in real quick. This is going to be his 5th season in Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. Lots of Amiibo here are going to be entering Season 5. Coming at ya, Fail Not, Dandori, Diabells, It's Him, Valorex. They've been here since the very beginning, some with their original team still. Mario Dude's Byleth A+ to me though, didn't join the league until Season 3. This is going to be the 3rd season for the Byleth Amiibo, a strong contributor for how the Novas were able to win the championship. Let's find A+ to me real quick. Alright, and here comes that Byleth. So, a few things before we do the ping. I'm going to do the ping right now actually, but as we say that, there are some other things that did get changed. We are operating with a format similar to Season 3, so we have 3 divisions of 6, so that makes 18 teams. The other 4 teams are going to work like the independents back in Season 3, so the 4 independent teams are Amiibo Engage, Mid-Class Nation, the Time Zone Squad, and the Fantasy Feet Enthusiasts, I believe. Actually, no, not Amiibo Engage, the 456 Squadron, my apologies. Right? No. Yeah, it's, sorry. The Cinnamon Splitters, Mid-Class Nation, Time Zone Squad, and Fantasy Feet Enthusiasts. Those are the independent teams. They're not in a division. We are still going to have a 12-team playoff format, by the way. So, even with less teams, more than half of the league will make it to the playoffs for the first time in Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League history. But there have been a few rebrands, too. We already mentioned Carbon Show's team. That's the least major of the 3 rebrands. Soy Sauce has gained full control of Red plus Blue, and she has rebranded the team to Natsuki Lovers and relocated them to a stage we won't see for a few rounds. As Natsuki Lovers, their home opener won't be until round 2, where they play Mid-Class Nation. I'll tell you what that stage is when we get to that point later on, but the biggest rebrand was Edmonton, your Season 3 champions. New owner, new team, new name. They are now known as the Grand Army of the Republic. Their first season is going to be on the road as well, as they face the Time Zone Squad later today. Their home opener will be in the next round, and they are going to go play their games in a stage we have not seen since Season 2. Alright, let me get that live ping real quick. Live now. The new general manager, by the way, is ZFG. A good chunk of the championship roster still exists, but there is one elephant in the room we'll address when we get to that point as well. There's going to be a bunch of elephants in the room regarding this Season 5 offseason because of everything that happened with relocations, rebranding, teams who folded, as well as the offseason bans that we had to issue. I'll address everything as we go, but live now, Season 5 of the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. It's going to start shortly once I get this Discord ping in. Draft League. Season 5, ping the Season 5 role. Let's ping everyone too. This is the start of a new season. Alright. Live now, Season 5 of the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. Hello, I am 1AM, your host. There are so many elephants in the room we have to address regarding the off-season. We'll get to them as they go. For those of you who are just joining right now, Detroit lost Farm. Detroit lost Farm because Farm was removed from the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League, as well as Dynamic Divorce. In the waiver wires, they were able to claim Failnut, so Failnut going to be here to be the replacement for Farm, as Detroit is more or less trying to run it back with the same roster. In fact, our very first match of the season is a rematch of the Eastern Conference Finals. Detroit versus the Novas, as the Novas want to be the first team to win multiple championships and maybe even back-to-back. So let's see. Your schedule for tonight. Going to be Detroit at the Novas, Carbon Show's team, formerly known as Very Doggish's team, at Miami, Green Bay at JG Wentworth, Cinnabon Splitters at Amiibo Engage, the 456 Squadron at Expansion Team, Mid-Class Nation, the Ditto Burritos at Your Worst Nightmare, a rematch of the Western Conference Finals. We'll have Grand Army of the Republic, formerly known as Edmonton, against the Time Zone Squad, Fantasy Feet Enthusiasts versus Critical Crashers, Toronto at Buffalo, the Chaos Corp at Bastion, and then finally, to close out the first round, the Natsuki Lovers, formerly known as Red plus Blue, at Ottawa. Alright, it's been the longest off-season in the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League, but after 4 months, Season 5 of the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League starts now. Alright, so Detroit vs. Novas, we have Dekubaba coming at ya. Bloodflame, Failnut, and Dandori versus Diabells. Meh, it's him, Valorex, and A+ to me. The Novas, your title defense starts now. Welcome to Season 5 of the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League as Diabells gets some damage, but Dekubaba with that down B, she's already at 24%. 23-24, we see the up smash into, we don't see the up air getting interrupted by the neutral air. Now we see that up air, it's 58-38. Who will get the first leadoff win of the season? Forward smash, Diabells at 57, and Dekubaba does have that charge Poison Cloud if he wants to use it, but he's off stage right now, 88%. We see Diabells waiting on stage, and she's going to go for up tilt into the up air misses. Will this one land? That one's also going to miss. 105-71. We're just going to see a back throw. Dekubaba off stage as Diabells does not do anything off stage. 123, and Diabells gets the first leadoff win of Season 5. That's part of the reason why she's the best leadoff. coming at ya. After Tilted was removed from the league, is now #1 all-time in KOs among active Amiibo, and he gets a dash attack KO against Diabels. Coming at ya, he is on pace to reach 100 KOs at some point this season, especially with the expansion from 16 to 18 games, as now he faces off against the rookie, Meh. The first round rookie drafted out of Dabuffalo's camp, gonna be 42 to 41 right now between the future Hall of Famer and the rookie. 42 to 54. Down tilt, Olimar off stage. He gets hit by the Gordo. 60 to 80 right now, and that's going to be second Gordo. It hits him again. 90 to 95, as that is big damage against the Olimar. It's going to be 4 tilt. 90 to 112. Will he get hit by another Gordo? He's going to miss the Gordo this time, but this Olimar has no Pikmin. 90 to 133, and coming at you, goes a little high with the Gordo, and down smash right there. He already has 2 KOs, as it's him, Panger's Dr. Mario with a championship ring, as the Novas are your defending champions. 90 to 18 right now, 99 to 18 after the down B. We're gonna see backdoor right here, and that won't knock out quite yet. 120 to 18, but the King Deity got hit by a pill, another pill. He is gonna be able to come back to the stage. 137 to 31. Down smash right here, coming at you, still alive for Detroit, as we're going to see coming at you, coming back onto the stage. 152 to 131 as he's stalling in the air. Forward tilt, it's him off stage. Gordo will miss. We see out of the parry, it's going to be a forward smash getting parried as it's him. Goes for the forward tilt. 165 to 40 right now. Forward tilt, it's him off stage. We're going to see a side B as it's going to be back throw now. 165 to 68. It's him. He reflected the Gordo that's stuck on the ledge, but that's going to be it's him's damage. Back throw right here. That's going to be it as we see coming at Blood Flame coming out for Detroit. It's going to be 0 to 76. As Blood Flame misses the up smash, up throw into up air from it's him. Blood Flame with the neutral special being missed. 52 to 76, uphill right there, and Blood Flame comes back to the stage, so she's not short quite yet. It's going to be 81 to 76. We're going to see down throw into down special. 107 to 76. We're going to see Blood Flame, the mid throw right now for Blood Flame, down tilt into neutral special. It's him off stage. 107 to 95. We see forward smash getting parried right there into an up B, so it's going to be 107 to 112. This is a 3 versus 3 scenario, as it's him getting hit by the forward smash. He is going to be able to come back to the stage, and Blood Flame does switch to the Pyra. Off smash getting interrupted by that back air right there. 116 to 129. Forward throw, Blood Flame off stage, switching to the mid throw right now. We're to see down air right here. 131, Blood Flame tried to go off stage, and the neutral B will resolve on the KO. So Valorex going to come out right now for the Novas, down in Amiibo, but Valorex with the revenge KO is going to be 2 versus 2, as Failnaught makes his Detroit debut. Spent the first 4 seasons of his career with the Dynamic Divorce, won a championship ring there. It's going to be 27 to 40 right now. Down tilt, neutral air, down, going to be 27 to 52, as we see down tilt. It's going to be neutral air, dash attack, Valorex at 82, 27 to 82 right now, as we see up tilt out of that parry from Failnaught. Forward throw from Valorex into tried going off stage, gets caught by the side B. 34 to 113, 43 to 113, and forward smash right there from Failnaught. That's going to put A+ to me in a 1 versus 2 scenario. So it's going to be 70 to 0 right now, 82 to 0 as we see the juggling from the female Lylat. We see another up air, 99 to 0 right now. There is Dandori in the back for Detroit, by the way, so this is going to be not quite a KO yet. Going to be a back air from Failnaught on the way back down, up tilt, and now he's going to get a juggle on his own. 120 to 54 into an up smash. That's going to be 75% down into his Lylat. 85. That's A+ to me. It is off stage. 120 to 85 right now. We're going to see up tilt, and now Failnaught is the one being juggled again. He comes back safely, and that's our first jab of the regular season done by Failnaught. 131 to 108. We're going to see Failnaught just waiting for A+ to me to come back onto the stage. It's going to be down smash, out of parry. A+ to me with that KO. It's going to be 1 versus 1 right now as A+ to me hit by the forward smash. It's going to be forward air on the way back. 16 to 126 as Dandori. He gets that forward smash KO, and Detroit is going to win the first game of the regular season 5 to 4. Alright. Not bad to start off Season 5 of the Squad Track Amiibo Draft League. So Detroit, they get revenge for losing Eastern Conference Finals. They get this win against the Novas as they win this 5 to 4. Diabels with a leadoff win, coming at you with 2 KOs. Then the rest, 1 KO each. So coming at you, just turning the direction of that beautiful back and forth action in the opposite direction. But Diabels, there's a reason why she is the best leadoff in that Squad Track Amiibo Draft League. Alright. So we're going to have some faster intermissions, faster all that. When we come back, we're going to see Carbon Show's team at Miami for for those of you who saw the preseason, by the way, we did have those brain rot images, but we're originally going to stream on Monday to start the season, but I dealt with tech issues, so because of those tech issues, I still need to fix a few things. This is going to be more of a bare bones stream. You will have the actual, like, blank and stuff for next stream, for whenever round 2 is, either Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But alright, when we come back in a few minutes, we will see Carbon Show's team at Miami. Welcome back to the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. This is going to be a second match of the regular season as we have Carbon Show's team versus Miami. So, Carbon Show's team, formerly known as Very Doggish's team, has its 4th different general manager in a row. This time it's going to be Carbon Show, former general manager of the boys, one of 3 GMs from that season 1 team which went 1-15. Let's see. So, for those of you not aware, as mentioned, this is the 4th consecutive season with a different general manager. Season 2 saw Very Doggish. Season 3 saw Jim and Dabuffalo before it became general managers of Miami, who they are going to be facing here, and Buffalo respectively. Last season, we saw Jacob from Jacob's Imagination. He was the general manager of this team, took them to the playoffs, so we'll see if Carbon Show can do the same thing too. It's Bob, Sauce Alger, Soldier, Samurai X, and 910, same roster as the preseason, versus Vengeance, Yamcha, Sub-Zero, Lil Nas X, and Tim Drake. And I did mention we were going to address the elephant in the room. NetEasy's Almar Uproot, one of the best franchise players of Carbon Show's team, is no longer in the league, so they were going to have to make do without Uproot this time. But alright, your leadoff's going to be Bob versus Vengeance. Let's get started. Forgot to mention, but Vengeance is a first-round rookie by Miami, and Tim Drake was a second-round rookie, so we will see both rookies. The number 1 pick in the draft, Lil Nas X last season, he's going to be starting in number 4 this time. Soldier, I don't think Soldier has had any regular season starts, neither has Samurai X in the regular season, so this is going to be some of their first regular season action as Carbon Show's team using Bob as a leadoff. We'll see how that goes. And the first damage is a forward smash from Bob. That's going to be 47 already as Lucario taking big damage right here already. Going to be forward tilt getting shielded. Side B from Lucario. Another side B is going to be 27 to 47. But Bob with that neutral air. But now Lucario taking that damage right now. Vengeance. He has a vengeance after taking 68% already. 45 to 68. Going to be 58 to 68 as we see forward tilt. 71 to 75. We see that side B. It's going to hit Vengeance. It's 71 to 89. So this Lucario was originally going to be in Season 4 of the Squad Track Amiibo Draft League, but Dabuffalo didn't realize that he forgot to send us Lucario, so that's why he's making his debut now with Miami in Season 5. Gotta be 112 to 99 as Bob gets KO'd right there by Vengeance. So Vengeance already showing why he was drafted in the first round. Gotta be 13 to 99 as Sauce Alger. This is gonna be his 4th season in the Squad Track Amiibo Draft League. It's gonna make this 27 to 106. We are gonna see up next. It's gonna be forward smash not landing. 43 to 112. We see forward throw right now. 43 to 127. Forward smash not gonna land. 59 to 127 as this Lucario. He tried going for that Aura Spear, but back throw right here. He will survive the back throw. Vengeance will. 59 to 148. We're gonna see next another back throw, and this one he will not survive. Yamcha coming out right now for Miami. Gonna be 59, 74 to 0 right now. He is the only Little Max starting so far in this regular season. The Chaos Corp, they will not, sorry, not the Chaos Corp, Green Bay. They are not starting MacBook today. Gonna be 100 to 58. We see forward tilt. Sauce Ultra is off stage. Will he be able to come back onto the stage? He is gonna fall short. So after that KO, we're going to see Soldier. I don't think Soldier has had much regular season action, maybe something in Season 1, but it's been almost a year since Season 1. 37 to 72, as Yamcha he loses the KO punch, going to be 37 to 99. So he's going to have to rebuild that, 3 bars already. Soldier almost there towards that limit meter, but it does not matter for Yamcha, as Yamcha gets KO'd by the dash attack. So Soldier, in his first regular season action forever, he will get 1 KO at least. 69 to 32. Sub-Zero coming out for Miami. This is his 2nd season with the team, 3rd in league overall. He was drafted in the first round by the 8-Bit Bots thanks to a trade made with Dynamic Divorce at the time. 8-Bit Bots, they folded after 1 season, and the Belmonts did get separated. 100 to 75. As you see, 107 to 75. It's going to be a back throw here from the Richter. 119 to 75 as Richter. Going to be 130 to 75 as, watch out, Soldier almost has a 2nd KO. And yes, this Cloud will go off stage, by the way. It's going to be 142 to 88. And he used on a neutral special. That's how it's supposed to work in theory. That's when the developers made it like that. That's how it's supposed to work. It's going to be 157 to 116 as Soldier gets KO by the side B. So Sub-Zero with a KO as Samurai X. This Sheik Amiibo has had some high moments in the preseason. We'll see what she can do for Carbon Show's team. It's going to be 16 to 116, 24 to 116 as Sub-Zero. Waiting for Samurai X at the ledge. Going to be up throw into no up air surprisingly, but dash attack going to put Samurai X already at 49. Forward smash, that will KO. Samurai X getting KO so far. This game has been back and forth with Miami temporarily in the lead. Lil Nas X, the #1 pick in the Season 4 draft, coming out from Miami right now. It's going to be 86 to 5. We see the back throw, 97 to 5, as Samurai X trying to come back onto the stage. We're going to see 100 to 6 right now. Forward smash going to make this 100 to 15. Lil Nas X back onto the stage, so is Samurai X. Back throw, X trying to make her way back onto the stage. That's going to be a bomb. Still struggling to come back onto the stage. Now she's back, and that's another bomb from the Toon Link. 120, 125, 141, and that's a KO right there. So this is going to be a 1 versus 2 scenario for 910. And Lil Nas X is only at 27%. 17 to 38 right now. We're going to wait, and we're going to have to see as it's going to be up throw into up air. Do we see anything after the up air? It's going to be forward smash from the 910. 41 to 55. He went for an on-stage off special towards the ledge. Weird decision right there from 910. It's going to be 54 to 55 right now, as Miami does lead this 2 to 1. 54 to 65. We see down throw. We see forward air. Lil Nas X is off stage. Now we're going to go low instead of high though. 54 to 95. 66 to 95 as that boomerang not going to land. It's going to be up throw instead. But off smash right here. Lil Nas X will be alive for now. It's going to be 74 to 113. 78 to 115. This forward smash will result in a KO. Tim Drake. He's a rookie. He's going to be hearing right now. 100 to 2. As we see up throw, this Link does like to go for down airs, but he's going to get juggled. Nope, he comes back to the ground. He gets hit again with not smash. 100 to 54. Down air, 116 to 54. Can this Link get the hit onto the pit that he needs? He will! Miami is going to win this game 5 to 4. Alright, so Miami wins this game 5-4, and is that what I think it is, folks? Yes, it is! The first beautiful back and forth action of Season 5, as Miami will win this game 5-4, everyone except Bob getting 1 KO each, so not bad debuts for most of the Amiibo as Bob. We'll see if Carbon Show does move Bob off the leadoff slot, maybe dedicate someone else. 910 was the leadoff for most of the team last season, but that was when Jacob was managing things, so we'll see how the different ideas compare between different seasons. As for Jim, Miami, they start the season 1-0. Miami in the next round, they do play Amiibo Engage first match of the night, so we'll see how that goes. Amiibo Engage are going to be 2 games from now, but the next game after this, we're going to see Green Bay versus JG Wentworth. Squad Track Amiibo Draft League will resume in a few minutes. Welcome back to the Squad Track Amiibo Draft League. This is going to be our third match of the night as we have Green Bay versus JG Wentworth. So, these are the identical rosters we've been seeing all preseason for both of these teams. A Corno going to be making their first regular season appearances since Season 3 of the Squad Track Amiibo Draft League. A Corno, she had 20 KO performances in both Season 1 and Season 2, but fell off in Season 3, and with the new tenure, did not start at all in Season 4. So it's A Corno, Quadruple X, Hola Amigo, who is a rookie, Young Thug, and Chuck E. Cheese, versus Pantwan, Channing Tatum, Smooth Criminal, JJ Vance, and Slime God. So, Green Bay is going to be without the likes of Lasagna. Lasagna retired after the end of the season because of the very doggish sanctions, so we will not see that Mario. The Little Mac, as mentioned, is on the bench for today, so we'll see what happens. Pink Furby is still in this league, by the way, but Pink Furby also going to be the bench, the main leadoff for the last 2 seasons, 2.5, well, 1.5 really. As for JG Wentworth, let's talk about that leadoff. Pantwan, last season, this Mewsword fighter went 14 and 2 as a leadoff, the most dominant single season performance we have seen from a leadoff. We'll see if he can continue that in his sophomore season. Maybe he even beats his personal record for leadoff wins as we've expanded from 16 games to 18. But alright, let's get started. Up, left, right, down, A. Corno versus Pantwan are going to be your leadoffs for this match. It's Green Bay versus JG Wentworth. And the first damage is going to be dealt by a build. For me, it was going to be 8 to 9 right now as we see Blurring Blade from Pantwan right here. 23 to 9, up throw. Do we see up air? No, we see up smash getting interrupted by the neutral air. 29 to 31 as we see going to be 29 to 36. Down throw into forward air. 29 to 56. Down air into down special missing from Pantwan into another miss down B. 32 to 85. We see Pantwan, oh, he's going to come back to the stage, so he will not self-destruct there. 32 to 101 as Pantwan is down already in this match. Going to be 36. 53 to 104, Corno, who hasn't started since Season 3, is going to be at 68%. Side B, that's going to land, that's going to connect, but it's not going to be a KO quite yet. 87, 88 to 104, as we see down B. 103 to 104. We're going to see forward tilt. We see forward air. 103 to 22. Pantwan, he's going to go for down B, getting parried, and that's going to be up throw right here. It will not KO Pantwan. He is still alive at 141. 103 to 141. We're going to see Pantwan, he missed the down B, and that up throw, Corno getting the leadoff win against Pantwan, who had a historic rookie season going 14-2 in the leadoff. So Channing Tatum, he's going to try going for the Shoryuken combo. He's botched it twice already. 109 to 22 as Corno. Down B, 109 to 45. And okay, Ken will not self-destruct there. Bit of a scary scenario right there for both of them so far for JG Wentworth, but Channing Tatum already at 74%. Forward throw, gonna make this 109 to 88. We set down B not landing. Shoryuken gonna put Corno 116. It's gonna be 125 to 88. We see 133 to 91 as Channing Tatum back onto the stage after the right side of the ledge. 133 to 91. We see forward smash missing as Ken. He botches another Shoryuken combo. That one's gonna get parried even more. And we see jab. Now this one also gonna miss. He gets that Shoryuken armored by the down B. 147. He misses another Shoryuken combo. What is Channing Tatum doing so far? He had a whole preseason to get those Shoryukens done, and he's messing up. 150 to 129, 155 to 129. That's a missed Shoryuken into a forward smash. Corno in her first regular season game since Season 3 has 2 KOs for Green Bay. 155 to 42 as Smooth Criminal already at 55%. We're to see down B, not gonna land. Luigi comes back onto the stage. Corno back onto the stage. A miss up B, that's gonna get punched into an up smash. Corno in her first game since Season 3 has 3 KOs for Green Bay already. 156, finally getting KO by JJ Vance. That was the leadoff, by the way. Quadruple X is gonna come out right now for Green Bay, who is massively ahead of JG Wentworth 4-2. So it's 23 to 13 right now, but Corno is showing exactly why Green Bay should have never benched her. 23 to 50 right now. We're see JJ Vance, 35 to 50. This Kirby's still going for that up B spam. It's gonna be up smash. He goes for the stone right here, canceling before he gets to quadruple X though. 35. It's gonna be 57 to 72, capitalizing off the up smash attempt, but this one will not KO quite yet. 57 to 93. Up B, that's gonna interrupt the up smash right here, as this one will not KO either. 59 to 111, and the Link, he's falling for those fake outs. 59 to 111 it remains as we see the Kirby. It's gonna be neutral air. 59, 61 to 118 is up next. Down tilt, no up B, but we will see up smash, and that's gonna be a KO. Green Bay is massively ahead 4-1 as Slime God, who's making some of his first starts since I don't think he started at all last season for JG Wentworth, but he's already at 42%. 74 to 43. Hello, Dabuffalo. Welcome. Down smash KO right there from Slime God. It's going to be critical as Hola Amigo, your Meta Knight, actually. So, Corno in our first game since Season 3 had 3 KOs in this match. For those of you who are just tuning in right now, 8 to 81. As you see the neutral air, Hola Amigo. Can he get the game-winning KO for Green Bay in this match? It's going to be 8 to 105. Slime God at critical damage. We see down smash getting parried. Forward smash from the hero. We see dash attack. It's 47. It's going to be 54, 64 to 105. We see the side B. It's going to be 85 to 106. Slime God just trying to get some garbage time KOs. We see fireball. We see forward tilt getting shielded. 85 to 105. That's going to be kaboom! Slime God has 2 KOs in garbage time, but Young Thug with the forward smash as Green Bay is going to win this match 5-2. Oh, correction, folks. This is actually going to be 5-3. Yeah, 5-3 as Slime God does get 2 KOs in garbage time for JG Wentworth, but Corno in her first game since being benched by Green Bay, she did not play at all last season. 3 KOs from Lucielle's Piranha Plant. Just a reminder, this Piranha Plant had back-to-back 20 KO seasons back in the first 2 seasons of the league, but this is her first appearance as a member of Green Bay. Yes, she's been with this roster since they were called the Starbreakers, and she spent her first season with the Swarm, but that's going to be a big, massive leadoff debut for this Piranha Plant. Young Thug, game-winning KO. Hola amigo, not getting that KO. We will not see Chuck E. Cheese today. Quadruple X with 1 KO. But ultimately, Pantwan struggling was one thing. Channing Tatum missed a bunch of shurikens, and Smooth Criminal he missed the upbeat critically. Smooth Criminal can be inconsistent sometimes, but a huge win for Green Bay to start the regular season as Corno, barring a 4 KO performance from anybody, and we have seen those happen in round 1 of the regular season before, is currently in the lead for most KOs and even most leadoff KOs already. So let's get that screenshot real quick. Match number 4 is going to be coming up next. That's going to be the Cinnabon Splitters at Amiibo Engage when the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League resumes in a few minutes.
Squad Strike.
Welcome back to the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. This is going to be match number 4 of the night as we have the Cinnabon Splitters versus Amiibo Engage. So, as we mentioned earlier, the way the league alignment is this season, we have 3 divisions of 6 Amiibo, that makes 18, but there's 22 teams in the league. So similar to how Season 3 had 3 independent teams, we have 4 independent teams in the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. They will play all 18 teams that exist in the division. So those 4 teams are the Cinnabon Splitters, Mid-Class Nation, Time Zone Squad, and the Fantasy Feed Enthusiasts. So you're going to see them playing games against other opponents throughout here and there, all that. Their schedule, more or less, they're going to be alternating home games and away games, similar to how the independent teams did it back in Season 3. Unlike Season 3, there are no buys. There is a round 17 though, but not because of buys, but because we did expand to 18 regular season rounds. Alright, so the Cinnabon Splitters more or less is the same roster we saw last season. Mr. Ninja is a leadoff, Cloud Jr., Amazon Lily. Sailor Moon is a rookie though, she's going to be appearing for this team in slot number 4, and Wetstick as the closer. Despite the struggles though, Amazon Lily still had a respectable season. I believe she put up 15 KOs last season. As for Amiibo Engaged, they did make a change in the leadoff. Jacob, who struggled all last season as the leadoff, has been replaced with Walmart, the rookie. Zelkov, who only played in the preseason back in Season 4, going to make his first regular season appearance for Amiibo Engage. Dr. Crockpot, he went to the All-Star game last season representing the Western Conference. He's going to be there. Rightwing and Mercury. Mercury is expected to be the replacement to Raikou. Raikou, by the way, is a member of JG Wentworth, but did not start this first game as they got blown out by Green Bay 5-3, including that 3 KO performance from Acorno. But alright, just to recap, Mr. Ninja, Cloud Jr., Amazon Lily, Sailor Moon, and Wetstick versus Walmart, Zelkov, Dr. Crockpot, Rightwing, and Mercury. The Cinnabon Splitters versus Amiibo Engage will be starting now. Alright, let's get this up, left, right, down, A. Your leadoffs are Mr. Ninja versus Walmart, the 5-year veteran against the rookie. Alright, and the first damage is going to be done by Mr. Ninja with that side B. Up smash, going to make this 19-22 right now. Walmart, the theory for Walmart is similar to how Lucina was used in Season 2 by Toronto and the Time Zone Squad, each to their varying degrees. It's 59-30 right now. We see the up tilt, going to make this 72-44. As we see up next, going to be up smash right here. Walmart at 56. We see the Marth with the up tilt, 78-61. We're going to see the forward tilt, making this 78-77. But Walmart on the way back, getting some damage, and that back air not going to land quite yet. 90-77. As we see up tilt, up air, but it's a weak up air, so Walmart's still alive for now. Forward air, Mr. Ninja, off stage. That's going to be a trade of hits right there. 112-100. We see down B, making this 112-117. Mr. Ninja coming back up onto the stage. We see the up tilt, 112-125. Forward air, going to make this 123-125 as we have Mr. Ninja. And Walmart, in his rookie debut, with that up tilt, he gets a leadoff win. So now Cloud Jr., he's going to be coming out right now for the Cinnabon Splitters, 17-135. Down air, Walmart still somehow alive. Gonna make this 17-154. We see forward smash. That's gonna be a KO as Cloud Jr. only at 17. Zelkov, he was on the bench all of last season, the regular season, but he makes his first appearance in the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League regular season. It's 38-0 right now. This is Soy Sauce's Koopaling, by the way. 38 each right now, and the Cloud has a limit. He uses it on neutral B. Zelkov is at 63. It's 47-63 as Zelkov gets hit by the up smash. 47-78. Oh yeah, one thing I forgot to mention, Doodlebob is still on the Amiibo Engage roster, by the way, but Doodlebob is not starting today. Jab, jab, jab from Zelkov, gonna make this 70-78 as we see forward smash missing. Forward smash from Zelkov will not KO Cloud Jr. quite yet unless he makes it back to the stage. 89, 105-78 as we have 105-78 still. Cloud is getting closer and closer to having that second meter. We'll see if Cloud Jr. can get that second meter. He might have to get it off stage. He does not, but it doesn't matter. He has to make it back onto the stage. Bomb. 132-82. Side B. It lands from that meter. Gonna be 132-106. We see the forward tilt. Zelkov is the one off stage now as he comes back on. 144-119. We're going to see forward smash miss. We see jab, jab, jab. And that will be a KO right there from the jab, jab, jab. So Amazon Lily, even with the Cinnabon Splitter struggles last season, had a pretty respectable rookie season. We'll see what she does. This Carbon shows Pyramithra. 8. Going to be jab, jab, jab right here from Zelkov. 22-132. Another jab, jab, jab. That's going to make this 34 to 132 as we see another jab, jab, jab. That one gets shielded. We see jab, jab, jab a fourth time from Zelkov. So that's like the 5th jab, jab, jab this Morton has done so far. 46 to 132. We see side B. That's going to put Zelkov off stage. He's going to make his way back on as the mid thrust, switches back to the Pyra. Jab, jab, jab again. Somebody put a jab, jab, jab counter on the screen if they can. 58 to 150. That's the up smash. That's going to be punished, and Zelkov gets KO'd. Dr. Crockpot. I believe he had 20 KOs last season, coming out for Amiibo Engage. One of the main reasons why this team made it to the playoffs. 66 to 32. 81 to 32 right now as, he tried going for that downer right there. 81 to 59. It's going to be forward throw. 81 to 73. Dr. Crockpot, he's going to get hit by the jab, jab, jab. 81 to 88. Side B, he used the jump already, so he will have to come back on. Down B, misses the up special, and that's going to be coming back to the stage. So it's 96 to 105. Amazon Lily comes back onto the stage after our smash attack from the right side. 108 to 105, and that's high. Dr. Crockpot capitalizes on going high. It's going to be Sailor Moon coming out right now for the Sandbound Splitters. It's going to be 20 to 105. As you see, forward smash, that will be a KO. This game has been back and forth so far. It's right wing coming out right now for Amiibo Engage. It's 20 to 0 right now. We see down throw, up tilt not going to land, forward smash, 49 to 0 right now. The Roy had a pretty solid rookie season last year, by the way. 80 to 0 as we see up throw into up air. 88 to 32 right now between these two. Got to be 97 to 46. Ideally, what you want to do as the Roy is force a 1 versus 2 scenario for wet stick. Got to be 105 to 60 right now. It's going to be, as we see, just up air, not going to land. 105 to 65. It's going to be up next, just going to be 105. Forward smash right here. That could be dangerous right there as right wing. He comes back onto the stage. No downer from Sailor Moon. Forward smash getting shielded. Forward smash going to land. 117 to 85. 129 at 185. Sorry, 129 to just 85. Down tilt, interrupting a forward smash. Got to be down tilt again from the Roy. We see forward smash miss from the Zelda. Just barely. And Roy Wing gets the KO on Sailor Moon. It's going to be 1 versus 2 for Wet Stick. So Wet Stick with that side B, putting right wing at 97, 120, barely surviving the up smash. So he's still able to come back to the ground. 13 122 with this one. What was on the KO? Mercury, the rookie, gonna make her debut for Amiibo Engage. It's gonna come down to the last Amiibo between these two teams. 44, 56, as the juggle keeps going. That's a third up air. Gotta be an up smash. Do we see another up air? We see up B. It's gonna be 104 already. 116 to 0 right now as we see up smash gonna miss. It's gonna be forward throw. 126 to 0 right now. Wet Stick has no answer. Now he gets a little bit of an answer, so a little bit of damage to answer with, but that was 100 plus unanswered damage from the Lylat. And that up smash right there, Amiibo Engage, they get the KO, and they're gonna win this game 5 to 4. All right. A 5-4 victory for Amiibo Engage, and is that what I think it is? Is that what I think it is? Yes, it is, folks. Beautiful. Back and forth action as everyone, except Mr. Ninja, gets 1 KO each in this 5-4 game. So all right. Quick, beautiful back and forth action. Walmarth gets a KO in his rookie debut. Zelkov gets a KO in his debut. Mercury with a KO in her debut. Sailor Moon with a KO in her debut. Everyone getting 1 KO each, including the all-star Dr. Crockpot from last season. All right. We'll see how these teams do. Oh yeah, I should probably mention who everyone's facing in the next round. So, Cinnabon Splitters in the next round, they're going to be facing off against the Toronto. Amiibo Engage in the next round, they will face off against Miami. So alright. When we come back from a small break, go get some water, go get everything, we are going to see the first ever game of Mid-Class Nation, the brand new expansion franchise, the only expansion team in Season 5 of the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. So if you want to see Mid-Class Nation's debut, go get some water, go do that real quick, because the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League will resume shortly in a couple of minutes.
Squad Strike. TDD.
Alright, so I'm going to get off the mic for this as we introduce the Mid-Class Nation, their inaugural roster to begin their journey in the Squad Track Amiibo Draft League. They're the only expansion team here in Season 5 of the Squad Track Amiibo Draft League. We lost 5 teams, but this team got us back to an even number. So, the first Amiibo we're going to see from Mid-Class Nation is their leadoff, and that's going to be their second round rookie, Smokes Olimar Headstrong. Alright, now the other Amiibo on these teams, you may have seen them on other teams, but they're going to be here now. I think we might have another rookie later on, but let's see. In slot number 2, you might have seen this Amiibo in this team or that team, as I believe this is the 3rd or 4th different team this Amiibo is on. Once I can find them, we will introduce them and have them run through the tunnel. But ladies and gentlemen, in slot number 2 for Mid-Class Nation, Amalgamates Meta Knight Spooky. Alright, slot number 3. This Amiibo was with the Ceiling Fans last season. In this rookie season, the Ceiling Fans folded, so he went to the Time Zone Squad on waivers. He struggled in the preseason with the Time Zone Squad, so he was released at the end of the preseason, but he got claimed by Mid-Class Nation on waivers, and he will be starting today, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, Mazakatua's Lucas Gary. The 4th Amiibo for expansion franchise Mid-Class Nation, another rookie. This is going to be not their second round pick, but I believe this Amiibo was an undrafted free agent signing. He did get some appearances in the preseason, all that, but once I find him, we will have him run through that tunnel. But let's see. Where is he? Here he is. Come on through that tunnel, as ladies and gentlemen, Tech Modes Ryu, what the punch. 5th, and finally, he only started in Season 1. Up until he got a chance of one expansion franchise in Season 4 with Fun Gang, but that team folded after only 1 season. So being alone, stranded once again, with little to no opportunity to possibly get us another start, Lucielle's Banjo Urshifu is the 5th and final Amiibo, as he will be starting in back-to-back seasons, this time with another expansion franchise. There he is. So I know what you're thinking, where's the number 1 pick in the draft? He's not starting today. He needs some time to build and develop, so we might see him later in the season, but the number 1 pick in the draft, you're just have to go wait a little bit for him. Mid-Class Nation, their roster currently consists of 8 Amiibo. These 5 you see here of Headstrong, Spooky, Gary, What the Punch, and Urshifu. Their bench has 3 Amiibo, featuring the likes of Valerios, Dr. Snip, he's the number 1 pick in the draft, Tech Mode's Dr. Mario, and Scorpion. Scorpion did start some games in the preseason, but ultimately they decided to bring Gary into the starting roster today. As for their opponent, the 456 Squadron, they have made some big changes to their roster. They went undefeated in the preseason, folks, 6-0 with this roster right here. Captain Funsize, here to replace Error, Cyber Sands, MC Hammer, Mediafire, and Grayscale. Captain Funsize and Grayscale are both rookies. The Olimar intended to be the leadoff replacement for Error, and Grayscale replacing the role that Ruffles is a Byleth Duolingo had last season. This team was 4-8 at some in 12 games last season, but they did win the last 4 games in a row, as they're trying to make it back to the playoffs for the first time since season number 2. Can the Squadron do it? We'll find out, but they have to start off against expansion franchise Mid-Class Nation. Ladies and gentlemen, we have an Olimar leadoff Ditto. Let's begin. Alright, up, left, right, down, A. Press the A button one more time. Olimar Ditto leadoff, Captain Funsize versus Headstrong. Mid-Class Nation, welcome to the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. And and their games are going to be played on Final Destination Omega Form. This stage has not been used since Season 3 when it was used by Team Instinct, who was a one-and-done team. 23 to 63 right now between the Olimars as Captain Funsize has Headstrong off stage at 79. It's going to be 39 to 89 as Funsize. He goes with that downer right there. Funsize with that leadoff win. There's a reason why they decided to upgrade in the leadoff from one Olimar to another. The squadron already up early. And Spooky already taking 45, 61%. It's going to be 6-7 right now for Spooky, a 91%. So I couldn't even say 6-7 by the time he was taking big damage. He's already at triple digits. 54 to 102. Gonna be up throw right here. 66 to 102. Side B is gonna land, making this 78 to 102. It's coming Funsize, making his way back onto the stage. It's gonna be 78, 88 to 102. We see the Meta Knight. He missed that side B, gets hit by the forward smash. 88 to 115, 99 to 115. Captain Funsize, can he get a second KO in his rookie debut? He survives the side B, 110 to 123. Gonna be 130, 132 as we see neutral air. Gonna make this 121 to 132. Up next, it's gonna be up smash. Captain Funsize has 2 KOs as the leadoff as Gary. He spent all of last regular season with the ceiling fans. It's 142 to 15. 153 to 25 as we see Gary opting not to chase the Olimar off stage. It's going to be up to right here. That will be a KO as now Cyber Sans coming out for the 456 Squadron. They lead this game 4-3 right now. It's going to be down smash from the Lucas. Going to be 17, 30 to 54. Cyber Sans gets caught in PK Thunder, but it bounces back towards the stage 41 to 54. We see the neutral air's attempt. We can see it a down B, dash attack, interrupting an up smash. Gary at 6-7, 82 with the down smash. He should be able to come back to the stage. He uses the tether this time. 41 to 82. Down throw from the Lucas into up smash. That's gonna miss. Into a down smash from Cyber Sans. 54 to 97. The Lucas, he's gonna go straight to the ledge, so he does not go high. Going high would have been easily punched right there. 66.7 versus 116. As Gary comes back onto the stage, gonna be a get up. No, it's gonna be a forward throw. Gary still trying to make his way back onto the stage. 66 to back throw. 136. So Gary trying to make his way back onto the stage, getting that tether, gonna make this 75 to 137 as we see PK Fire, Cyber Sans, and Gary does not go for PK Thunder there. Bit of an interesting decision. Missed up smash getting missed. Not really gonna get punished by Cyber Sans though. 99 to 137. That's gonna be punished right there. No, he messed up the punish. 110 to 143. Gary trying to go over that down on the way back down. Does not miss, does not land against this Mii Sword Fighter. It's 127, 138 to 143 as this back and forth has been slow. Gonna be up throw, and Cyber Sans will be KO'd. It's gonna be 3 versus 3 right now as AMC Hammer coming out 4 to 456 Squadron. Gary has 2 KOs to undo the 2 KOs by Captain Funsize. And AMC Hammer with that KO, with the punch coming out for Mid-Class Nation. Gotta be 69 to 20 right now. 69, 78 to 20 right now as we see forward smash getting parried. 78 to 30. We see the forward tilt right now. 78 to 37. It's gonna be just the Ryu. He goes off stage. He footstools the King Deity, but he has the recovery to come back. It's gonna be 82, 89 to 37. Down B, that's gonna miss. Getting punched with a forward tilt. Gordo not gonna land. Another forward tilt. What the punch? He's gonna survive against the Gordo though. 102 to 58. Forward tilt, that's gonna get parried. This one's gonna hit, but a weak hit. So he just slightly bounces, but up throw, up tilt, survives for now with the punch. It's 102 to 90. You don't want to lose your Ryu here because this will make it a 1 versus 3 scenario. So ideally, for Mid-Class Nation, they want to get a KO here against this King Deity. It's 142 to 104 right now. Keep in mind, Mediafire and the rookie Grayscale are still in the back for this team, and now it's going to be 1 versus 3. Urshifu, can he make the comeback? He gets 1 KO, and now Mediafire, the man on the thumbnail, is going to be coming out for the squadron, already putting 52 onto Urshifu. It's going to be 0 to 64 as we see Urshifu back onto the stage. He has all 5 feathers left. We'll see if he tries to go aggressive or not, especially down 1 versus 2. It's going to be 15 to 94. I think at this point you do need to go aggressive at one point. Missed the up smash right there. That could have been the dagger right there from Mediafire. Up throw, forward air, 46 to 110. Mediafire out of parry. He goes for the forward smash, and that's going to do it for the 456 Squadron. They're going to win this game 5 to 3. Alright. So if you count that preseason games, keep in mind preseason games don't count, but the 456 Squadron with this roster has technically won 7 in a row now. 1-0 in this regular season so far. Could this team be destined to make it back to the playoffs For the first time since Season 2, we'll find out. A strong performance against the expansion franchise as Captain Funsize, 2 KOs, MC Hammer gets 2 KOs. On the other side, Gary with 2 KOs, not bad for coming to a team that released him in the preseason. Urshifu with a KO, but Mediafire with that game winner. We'll have to wait and see the rookie debut of Grayscale another time. The 4th place squadron. Next round, they're going to be facing off against JG Wentworth, who got blown out by Green Bay. As for their opponent, the opponent in Mid-Class Nation, next round they will be playing off against the Natsuki Lovers, formerly known as Red Plus Blue. Alright, we're here at the halfway point of the stream, so 5 games have been done so far. There's going to be 6 more after this. This is going to be the water break, folks, so go get water real quick. We will return in 5 minutes. So we're halfway done, but come back in 5 minutes. We'll get some water, get some food, get some drink, all that. Squad Check Amiibo Draft League will resume in 5 minutes after the water break. Alright folks, welcome back from the water break. So, I forgot to mention who's going to be playing next. So, the second half of our schedule for round 1 is going to be the Ditto Burritos versus Your Worst Nightmare, a rematch of the Western Conference game. We'll have Grand Army of the Republic versus the Time Zone Squad. We'll have the Fantasy Feed Enthusiasts versus the Critical Crashers, Toronto versus Buffalo, Chaos Corp versus Bastion, and to close out the night, Natsuki Lovers versus Ottawa. So it's going to be the 6 games within this next hour or so. We'll load those rosters real quick for the Ditto Burritos versus Your Worst Nightmare. We already addressed the elephant in the room for the Ditto Burritos, but even with losing that amiibo, they did go 5-1 in the preseason, so we'll see how they do. So, I actually stay on the microphone for a minute or two. Let's see. Ditto Burritos. Scroll on down real quick. Where are Ditto Burritos? Here they are. Crunchy's Me Sword Fighter Ditto had an off season last year. We'll see how he does. I think he will bounce back from the off season, so let's see. But Ditto gonna be coming in right now. Here he is. He is one of the best leadoffs of all time. Gonna be Dabuffalo's Banjo-Kazooie coming up next. So Did I Do gonna be having more of a role. Tilted's former slot, as Tilted was the number 2 amiibo in every single game leading up to this point, but because of his absence, it's now going to be Did I Do in slot 2 for the Ditto Burritos. Slot 3, we're going to see Mario Dude's Link Leeya still around for here, so let's find Leeya real quick. Did not play in the preseason, so this is going to be first action in Season 5. Let's bring them in real quick. Just the guys, Lylat, the rookie, had a pretty solid rookie preseason so far, so we'll see how this Lylat does as Ditto Burritos. As mentioned, they made it to the Western Conference Finals, but they did lose to Your Worst Nightmare. Your Worst Nightmare would go on to lose to the Novas in the championship game though. We'll talk about Your Worst Nightmare in a little bit, but for now, the 5th and final amiibo is going to be Amalgamate Pyramithra Soul number 9. So let's find Soul 9 real quick. By the way, I know what you're thinking. For those of you who don't know all off-season drama, all that, if No Custody isn't around anymore, where is Snaketails? We'll address where Snaketails is in a couple of games, but I will show you when Snaketails is on roster. I don't know if Snaketails is starting or not for that team though. We'll see. As for Your Worst Nightmare, we're going to see more or less the same roster we have seen last season. It's going to be Your Worst Nightmare basically running it back. Running it back does have its strengths and its weaknesses. Strength, you're going to have the same team as he did last season, so it's going to be a little more predictable, but that's the problem. Running it back could result in your team doing worse when the rosters get stronger. So let's see. Second best leadoff in the Western Conference, Crunchy's Olimar Colonist, gonna be the first amiibo for Your Worst Nightmare. As mentioned, they did make it to the finals where they would lose to the Novas for 3-1. This is actually the first time Your Worst Nightmare had won some playoff games in franchise history. This team before had been known for imploding. Multiple late season blown leads. Season 1, they could have been the number 2 seed, but they ultimately collapsed. Season 2, they lose their last 2 games to lose the number 1 seed to Dynamic Divorce and ultimately get swept in the first round of the playoffs. Season 3, they missed the playoffs entirely. But in Season 4, they finally get over that hump and they finally make it 1 playoff win, 2 playoff wins, but lose to the Novas in the championship game. Your Worst Nightmare, by the way, they were the number 1 seed. Oh, I forgot to do Chroma, actually. Sorry, King Raru, you're supposed to be in slot 3. Sorry, Chroma is going to be in slot 2. So let's go to Chroma real quick. Where is she? She's going to be over here, so let's find her. Chroma. Alright. In slot 4, we're going to see Nightmare's King Deity Rice. Had a pretty solid rookie season. I believe he had 15 KOs. So let's find Rice real quick. Nightmare, King Deity, Rice. Alright, that's going to be the 4th amiibo for this team. And then the 5th and final amiibo for Your Worst Nightmare is a long tenured veteran. This is going to be her 5th season now in the Squad Track Amiibo Draft League. She has been a franchise staple for this team. As soon as I can find her, we will load her in. But Nightmare's Byleth Shion. Her 5th season in the Squad Track Amiibo Draft League. As that's going to be, oh yeah, double green Byleth. So, Shion, I know we just hyped her up, but she's going to have to be the default male today. Alright. So, let me get this sip of water real quick, then we'll introduce the teams once more. Welcome back to the Squad Track Amiibo Draft League. This is going to be a rematch of the Western Conference Finals as we have the Ditto Burritos versus Your Worst Nightmare. Ditto, Did I Do, Leeya, and Soul 9 versus Colonist, Chroma, King Raru, Rice, and Shion. So this is going to be a pretty fun match between 2 strong leadoffs. Ditto had an off year last season, while Colonist, as I believe this is his first season in the Squad Track Amiibo Draft League, just him and Low were racing for the best leadoff in the Western Conference, but it ultimately came down to the last round. Alright, let's get started. Up, left, right, down, A. Press those buttons one more time. As mentioned in that leadoff game, Ditto versus Colonist. This is going to be a good one. And the first damage is going to be a bit of a damage trade, so it's going to be 13-6 right now. Off smash, it's going to be 13-23, 13-42 as Colonist. That's going to be a missed side B from Ditto right there. 13-42. We see forward smash. That's going to be purple, so it does miss. 23-48, 23-67 to 83, 23-83 as Ditto tries going off stage. Colonist only has a purple and a red Pikmin right now. Off smash missing from that purple so far, so 0-2 with that purple right now. 23-91 as the yellow Pikmin going to do some chip damage onto Ditto, who's only at 30%. Going to be 32-91. We see off smash not landing. 32-96. We're going to see side B. Going to be make this 47. 74-96. Up next is going to be Blurring Blade again. 74-111. 76, 78, 97 to 111. It's going to be 99 to 111 as we see off smash not going to land. It's going to be 99 to 117. Neutral air followed by 103 to 117. Got to be forward air right here. 121 to 117. Forward air. These are still leadoffs right now as we see Ditto coming back onto the stage. This could be a next hit KOs type of scenario as Ditto survives that off smash right there. Gonna be 40, 145. There's two purple Pikmins and Colonist gets that leadoff win with one of those purple Pikmin. So Colonist with that leadoff win against Ditto coming back onto the stage, loses one of those Pikmin. It's gonna be back throw, and that's gonna be a KO right there from Did I Do, replacing the slot of Tilted, who is absent from the league now. Gonna be Chroma coming out, her 4th season in the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League, all of them spent with your worst nightmare. It's gonna be 25-7 as we see side B getting shielded. We're gonna see down throw. After the down throw, it's gonna be 25-13. Nukes down smash. It's gonna be, this is Banjo grab its own bomb? No, I thought he did grab the bomb. 35-13 as we see up throw into up air. Forward air is gonna miss though. 47-60-33. We see jab, jab, jab from Chroma, making this 75-33 into down tilt. Forward air, Did I Do off stage into side B, barely missing. It's 98, a double switch back to Pyra. It's gonna be 98-38 as we see forward smash miss. Down smash missing from the Pyra though. That could have been a forward smash KO with the down, with the frames and the miss. 122-58 right now. We're gonna see just the up air, not gonna land. 134-58. We see down smash missing. It's gonna be down tilt. Mythra coming out right now for Chroma instead. It's going to be up smash and that will KO. It's going to be Leeya coming out for the Ditto Burritos now. So it's going to be back air. After the back air, we're going to see just jab, jab, jab. 0-79. Forward air. That's going to get rid of Chroma. So now we have Link versus Link. Leeya versus King Raru. Their 3rd and their 2nd seasons respectively in the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. 26-25. Neutral air, not going to land right there. 26-25 as we see just back air. 35-43. We see King Raru. Forward smash not going to land. 35-50. Forward air not landing there either. 35-50. It's going to be down throw into up air. 60-50. Off smash with King Raru. Leeya 82. It's going to be 82-50 right now. Boomerang getting a little bit of chip damage on the way back. We see neutral air. It's going to be 86-58 as King Leeya back onto the stage. It's up throw. After the up throw, we see up air not landing. 86-85. We see up tilt. King Raru at 99. And forward smash right here from King Raru. That's going to be KO onto Leeya. This game has been back and forth so far as Bleh, the rookie, makes her first appearance for the Ditto Burritos. It's going to be 0-128. This Byleth Amiibo was trained by just a guy. This is going to be his first season sending Amiibo to the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. It's going to be 23-150. As King Raru survives as a neutral B, it's going to land in midair. So Bleh getting a first electric KO right there as Rice coming out for your worst nightmare. It's going to be 29-12 right now. We see the King Deity. That's going to be parry into the forward tilt. 41-50-12 right now. It's going to be forward smash getting parried. We see the grab missing into a jab, jab, jab from Bleh. 50-37. The Byleth with that forward smash. Rice trying to make his way back onto the stage, and he is going to fall short. So Xion has a 1 versus 2 scenario against a Byleth that's using her color. It's going to be 55-0 right now. We see up throw, we see up air, 55-36 right now as Xion is getting juggled right here by Bleh. It's going to be get up attack, 55-58, and that's going to be arrows. It's going to be miss neutral B right there from Xion because Bleh had canceled hers, 85-58. but she was unable to capitalize against the long-tenured veteran. It's going to be 100-74 as we see Leeya coming back onto the stage. Back throw from Xion, 112-74. Usually both these battles would use the same color, but as is, it's going to be Xion with that forward tilt KO. Soul 9 coming out right now. So, it's been so long in the Squad Track Amiibo Draft League since the last season that we're actually in Season 10 of Seoul. They just had a tournament on Sunday. I have not been able to attend because of job, and other factors like that. That plus, I still didn't renew my NSO. I canceled it without renewing. That's going to be a punish. What was Xion doing right now? She went for the neutral B in the wrong direction. Soul 9 able to come back and get that KO though, as it ditto burritos. They win this game 5-4. An odd decision from Xion right there, as this game was going to be beautiful back and forth action in favor of Your Worst Nightmare, but then Bleh, the rookie, getting 2 KOs against the Your Worst Nightmare. Rice did not get a KO, Ditto did not get a KO. Xion got 1 KO against the other Byleth, but Soul 9 with that game winner. A bit of a blunder there from the long-tenured veteran, though. We'll see if it might have been to deal with a different color or some other factors, but just that was not the best decision in the world for Your Worst Nightmares. As mentioned, they want to make it back to the championship game, but in order to do so, they need to have a strong roster. Obviously, though, it's not the end of the world. It's only round 1. You can still go 17-1, though. We'll see. Because we are 18 games this season. The Diddle Burritos, next round, they will play the Buffalo Amiibashers. Your Worst Nightmare next round, they will have a rematch of the finals as they play the Novas. That's going to be a very fun game right there. Those 2 games are the second and third game respectively. But alright, coming up next on our schedule, we are going to see Grand Army of the Republic versus the Time Zone Squad. Oh wait, I forgot to press the A button, my bad. So Grand Army Republic versus Time Zone Squad. Grand Army Republic, that is a team formerly known as Edmonton, and there is an elephant in the room we will have to address when you do see the rosters. But until then, the Squad Track Amiibo Draft League will resume in a couple of minutes. Oh yeah, I forgot. I gotta actually back out real quick. My bad. Okay, so gonna be another minute or two before we actually scan the rosters, all that. But Grand Army Republic versus Time Zone Squad will come back in a minute or two. Honestly, I should have backed out when we went on the water break. But yeah, just a reminder, you can only load 64 Amiibo at once, so if you're doing this league with like more than 12 teams, you actually gotta come out, come back in, let's press that Battlefield Omega form. As a Time Zone Squad, they still playing their games on Umbra Clock Tower. Come over here, and then them. Okay, so since we are on the microphone back again, let's introduce everybody properly this time. So, Grand Army of the Republic, we're going to see 2 rookies as their leadoff and their secondary. Keep in mind, this team did lose Crouch this offseason because Crouch retired from the Squad Track Amiibo Draft League. So it's going to be Dryker's Link taking over Lucero. This is going to be the first time Dryker sends Amiibo to the Squad Track Amiibo Draft League, so we'll see how this Link does. Grand Army went decent in preseason. We'll see if that carries over to regular season. Gabe's King Deity Flavor City, one of the replacements to directly replace Crouch. He's been having pretty fun preseason so far. He likes to taunt, he likes to go for those KOs. We'll see how much action he gets, if he's a clip farm or if he's for the real deal. So, you did see what you did see with your eyes. Jaws' Ganondorf Vibin is a member of Grand Army of the Republic. So, as mentioned, Dynamic Divorce. They are no longer in the Squad Track Amiibo Draft League, so the Amiibo on their roster got moved to other teams. Vibin, he was a rotational starter for Dynamic Divorce last season. Honestly, one of the biggest steals of the Season 4 draft, sliding down to Dynamic Divorce. We'll see how Grand Army does, as they also want to win a second championship. This time with a new name and a new branding, because that other championship, that was with Edmonton's name. Speaking of Edmonton, one of the members of that Edmonton championship team, MLL 456 Lylat Ascent MLL, he's going to be in that number 4 slot for this team. Let's bring him in real quick. And then the 5th and final Amiibo, he's been with this team all 5 seasons. He's racked up a whole bunch of KOs, and he's top 15 all-time in total KOs in the Squad Track Amiibo Draft League history, even though it's only been 1 year of said league existing. Jokaya's Olimar Dufinator, the Olimar, trained by the old general manager. We're going to find him as the closeout. So, the Time Zone Squad. The Time Zone Squad is one of the teams with arguably one of the strongest off-seasons so far. Okay, if I had to choose 3 teams with the strongest off-seasons, I'm going to say the Time Zone Squad, Buffalo, and Bastion. These teams made great use of the waiver system, claiming Amiibo that other teams did not. As you did see, Grand Army, they did claim some Amiibo in the waiver wire too. But let's bring that Time Zone Squad roster real quick. So, 1EM's Me Brawler Nokotan. She's going to be the leadoff for this team until she struggles. Then they'll probably fall to the backup leadoff Rin, or maybe trade for a backup leadoff. We'll see, we'll see. I'm going to skip the second Amiibo for now. You'll see it in a little bit. But the Time Zone Squad did announce that they will be using rotational starters. So the likes of Pancakes, Trident, Crony, they're still around. There is another Amiibo they claimed on the waiver wire. We'll talk about them in a little bit. But ultimately, the Time Zone Squad is going to move toward a rotation starter system with Pancakes and Crony starting every game. So slots 2 and 4 more or less will be rotated. Maybe Pancakes gets moved up to slot 2 for some games. The Time Zone Squad will be using in slot 3 the Season 3 MVP of the Squad Track Amiibo Draft League, once we can find him, Nightmares, King Deity, Pancakes. He had the record for most regular season KOs at one point at 26. We'll see if he can break that his own record, or maybe even the total record this season. In slot 4, he's been in the Squad Track Amiibo Draft League this whole time. This is going to be his 5th season in the league. Even though he's no longer going to be a full-time starter, just a rotational starter, he is still a starter nonetheless in the Squad Track Amiibo Draft League. Luckman's Ganondorf Trident. 5th and finally, this Byleth right here had a strong rookie season, 18 KOs including the playoffs. We'll see if she can get 20 in the sophomore season, if she continues that same pace. But ladies and gentlemen, the Warden herself, Ikaba's Byleth Crony, as soon as I can find her. Crony, where are you? Crony? I kind of need Crony on my team. Like, she's literally one of the core assets of my team. Okay, there you go. We found Crony. There she is. So, the second slot. We forgot to mention that second slot real quick. So, Grand Army of the Republic, the opponent for the Time Zone Squad, they are a new team. Well, new name, new manager, new home stage. We'll talk about that home stage when they have their home opener against Ottawa next round. But let's see. They had to trim their roster down from 12 Amiibo down to 10. They had 11 at the time. So, one of the long-tenured members of Grand Army of the Republic was released when the preseason ended, and the Time Zone Squad claimed them on waivers. And ladies and gentlemen, this Amiibo will start against their former team. It is none other than AI Sonic, 10th all-time among active Amiibo in KOs. He will be facing off against his former team with his brand new roster in the Time Zone Squad. So, Grand Army of the Republic, formerly known as Edmonton, we have Lucero, Flavor City, Vibin, Ascent, and Dufinator versus Nokotan, AI Sonic, Pancakes, Trident, and Crony. The Time Zone Squad, they've made it to the playoffs twice, they've been swept both times, they want to make it to get a playoff win this season. We'll see if that's possible with the rotation starter system. But let's begin. A potential revenge game starts now. Let's get those buttons through real quick. Up, left, right, down, A. As your leadoffs are Lucero versus Nokotan. first damage is going to be dealt by the Slink, but the side B going to put Lucero at 25, but missed up B right there, getting punched right there. Good punch from Lucero, 25 to 49, down B. Nokotan has been in this league since Season 1 of the Squad Track Amiibo Draft League, but most of her playing time came back in Season 1 when she was with the Ceiling Fans and then Novas in Season 1. She didn't really get too much playtime until around near the end of Season 3, started a bunch of games in Season 4, but this off smash right here, Nokotan's gonna get KO'd by Lucero. So now AI Sonic facing off against his former team in Grand Army of the Republic. This is a team he does not recognize. He once knew this team as Edmonton, 77, 89 to 0 right now, as Lucero has yet to answer with damage against the Banjo-Kazooie, 101 to 0 right now. I will say this though, AI Sonic did have an off season last year with Edmonton, their final season in Canada, as Flavor City. Coming out right now to replace Lucero, who got KO'd, it's going to be 0 to 34. Down tilt, jab, no, just jab. 9 to 50 right now. It's going to be that side B. It's going to miss, but up tilt and forward smash. It was attempted, does not land. That was also going to be attempted. 20 to 75. AI Sonic, he does have those side Bs. If he wants to use it, he will use the first one here. 47 to 75. Grenade, down B. Flavor City gets hit by the grenade. Forward smash will miss though. That's the first taunt from Flavor City right there. It's going to be forward tilt. 55 to 100. He goes for another taunt, knowing that AI Sonic is too far. 6-7 to 100. And down there right there, AI Sonic only going to get 1 KO against his former team and not even any of his former members. 79 to 0. Gonna be 79-9 right now as we have King Deity versus King Deity, the rookie versus the MVP. 79 to 42. It's gonna be forward tilt, gonna be dash attack missing. 79 to 59. Forward tilt, gonna make this 79 to 65. We see just the Gordo putting big damage onto Pancakes right here. 79 to 96. As Pancakes going high, able to catch that at edge guard. Gonna make this 94, 106 to 96. Pancakes does struggle against Gordo King Deities. He is a non-Gordo King Deity, so that's part of the reason why he's struggling here against the rookie. 137 to 96. We see off smash not going to land right there from Pancakes. It's going to be forward tilt getting shielded, and now we see forward tilt, down tilt from Pancakes. 149 to 96. It's going to be up tilt, and Pancakes, the MVP from Season 3, will get that KO as now Vibin coming out for Grand Army of the Republic, one of their off-season acquisitions. We'll see how he does. It's 21 to 143. Up tilt, not going to land quite yet. It's going to be forward tilt, 21 to 157. Pancakes makes his way back onto the stage. The Season 3 MVP getting KO'd by Vibin. It's 3 versus 2 as now we have Ganondorf versus Ganondorf as Trident putting 66. It's 66-13. Down B going to get shielded. It's going to be up throw now, making it 66-29, 78-29. Both Ganondorfs off stage, coming back onto the stage. We see down B from Trident, 95 to 25, 112-29. As up next, it's going to be Trident just waiting. 112 to 42. Side B, down tilt misses. Down B misses from Trident now. It's going to be down throw. Up air, nose in. Neutral air on the way back from Trident. 125 to 66. Side B misses from Vibin. Forward tilt from Vibin now. 125 to 82. We're going to see forward tilt in the other direction from Vibin as he is racking this damage slowly onto Trident. Forward throw. 125 to 117. And Trident waiting for the up tilt to miss. It's going to be forward throw again. Can Trident make it back to the stage this time? He barely makes it back. 125 to 132. I'll smash from Trident. Gonna make this 2 versus 2, but Ascent out right now. You don't want to leave Crony with a 1 versus 2 scenario, but at the same time, it can be manageable. And now Crony coming out for the Time Zone squad. It's going to be 15 to 11 right now as we have Ascent and Doofinator in the back still. 15, 36, 49, 65. As this Violet is manhandling her, it's going to be parried out of here. Side B going to make this 30 to 65. We see Crony attempted neutral B. It's going to land because Ascent didn't shield. 66 to 65. Can Crony capitalize off the situation? Down tilt, out smash, not going to land. Missed down smash from Ascent. It's 102 to 69. Crony gonna wait on stage as she goes. The grab gets interrupted by an attack. 105 to 82. Down tilt, we don't see the up smash attempted. We're gonna see instead out of parry. It's a side B. That will not KO a set quite yet, but he is off stage as Crony tries going for a forward smash, doesn't land it, and now Crony is off stage after that back throw. 135 to 92. Side B, Crony barely survives. It's 135 to 112. As we see Ascent, he waits, uses the jab, jab, jab. Crony is alive still now at 124. Forward air. That will KO Ascent, and now Doofinator comes out for Grand Army of the Republic. It's a 1 versus 1, but Crony is critically damaged. 0 to 141. This Olimar, a long tenure member, he's been here since Edmonton. Forward smash. Crony will survive the forward smash as Doofinator tries to go off stage. 19 to 158. It's going to be out of parry, down tilt, we see the neutral air, 42 to 160. Up air, Dufinator 49, we see Crony, it's going to be side B out of that parry, 69 to 160, into another side B. Crony makes the comeback for the Time Zone Squad as they win this game 5 to 4. And that's why Crony's the closer for the Time Zone Squad. That's why she's starting every single game. I might be biased because I'm the general manager of this team, but that's why I wanted to get a good Lylat, and Crony proves it to me every day she was the right decision. The Time Zone Squad is going to win this game 5 to 4. This is going to be a beautiful back forth action in favor of Grand Army of the Republic, but then Crony, with the 1 versus 2 scenario, able to defeat Ascent and Dufinator despite being critically damaged as a Time Zone Squad. They start their season 1-0 as they defeat the Grand Army of the Republic 5 to 4. So, Grand Army of the Republic, they will have their home stage debut in the next round. They will face off against Ottawa, another Canadian team who is still in Canada, by the way. The Time Zone Squad in the next round, they will face off against Green Bay, who got the big blowout win against JG Wentworth. That's going to be a fun game to watch, and as mentioned, the Time Zone Squad, they're using rotational starters this year, so we'll see how they do rotate, because there is an Amiibo in the bench we have not disclosed yet. He is amazing Amiibo from a team that folded. If you know, you know. If you don't, tune into the next round. Maybe he might be starting. We'll see. But let's get that screenshot real quick. Coming up next, we're going to have the Fantasy Feet Enthusiasts versus the Critical Crashers. Squad Check Amiibo Draft League will resume shortly.
Squad Strike.
Welcome back to the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. We have the Fantasy Feet Enthusiasts versus the Critical Crashers. As a Fantasy Feet Enthusiast, they were the last undefeated team last season, but a massive collapse almost got them out of the playoffs. They would make it to the playoffs, and they would defeat Amiibo Engage in the first round of the playoffs before ultimately losing But this team, they want to have a much stronger regular season knowing what they did. We do see a major retool as 4 of the 5 starters have been replaced for round 1. So Greg, Eon's Pal, Ray, Cheesecake, they were not starters last season. In fact, Greg, I believe, is a rookie. Eon's Pal and Cheesecake are rookies. Ray sat on the bench last season. Lego Batman, though, who made it to the All-Star game, she is going to be making her appearance, but don't worry. For those of you who want to see some of those other Amiibo, Ice Eater 40 did leave the league after 1 season. Best Clavette's on the bench, Your Mom's on the bench, Yuri's on the bench, Magic Man's on the bench, and Mac. Anyone who remembers Mac from Season 3 Nova Preseason, yeah, he's still there too. As for Econart, did get cut and released. In fact, Econart is a free agent. Econart, by the way, okay. If you are a team that did bad last year and you need an Amiibo to improve your roster, Econart is a free agent. He is coming off his best season yet in the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League with the Fantasy Fiend Enthusiasts, a 15 KO season. Get him first come, first serve. You can't put him on your round 1 roster. These rosters are already finalized, but you can put him on your round 2 roster if you need some improvement. I'm speaking to those who have bad teams or want to increase their depth. Econart is the best available free agent right now. The Fantasy Fiend Enthusiasts released him. But your roster for the Fantasy Fiend Enthusiasts today, Greg, Eon's Pal, Ray, Lego Batman, and Cheesecake. As you can see, lots of teams so far this round, they've been using Olimar as the leadoff. On the other side, the Critical Crashers, we have Chaos King, Freak, Ragatha, Informer, and Grim Knight. A very similar roster, even though Chaos King elevated to the leadoff this time. We won't see Gloom Edge as a leadoff for the Crashers, but let's get started. Alright, the Critical Crashers, they finished 7-9, believe. If they can just get a few more consistent performances, maybe some better play, even Chaos King having another all-star season, this team could possibly make it to the playoffs this season, especially with a less competitive, less tight field. Freak, maybe he bounces back to a Season 1, Season 2 form back when he was with the Diddle Burritos, but we'll see. Your leadoffs for this match, Greg versus Chaos King. Alright, it's going to be 0-26 right now as we see off smash Chaos King already at 43. It's going to be 15-54 as we see the Olimar trying to get some damage on Chaos King. 23-54 right now. We see just the 4 tilts, making this 35-54, down tilt, and he goes off stage against the Olimar, 56 each right now. Both Amiibo trying to make it back onto the stage. They will safely, 57-83. Yes, I know, I have a low battery, 57-97. This battery better not die on me, by the way. I'm literally plugging it in. But Greg getting that leadoff win against Chaos King, the number 2 pick in the Season 4 draft. So now Freak coming out for the Critical Crashers. It's 57 already. 64 onto this hero. It's going to be big, massive damage from the Olimar. 57-87 as we see Freak. He's struggling to get even some damage on Greg. There we go. There's a downer right there, but a little bit wide right, so no KO yet. And that's 2 KOs from Greg getting laid off. 2 KOs from this rookie Olimar. It's going to be 77-12 right now. Up tilts. Do we see up air? No, not quite yet. Forward smash, and Olimar, he will survive. Greg will. He does take some blue pickling damage from the reflection though, but forward smash again. Ragatha with that knockout. It's going to be Eon's Pal, the rookie Pit. Also trained by 14J Master, who trained the Star Pit that was on Fun Games roster last season. He is starting for a new team, by the way, because of the expansions and the teams folding. We'll tell you what team it is when we get to that team. But right now, it's going to be 50-56 right now. Eon's Pal back onto the stage. Down tilt, up air, 50-76 right now as we see down smash, Ragatha at 91. This hit, forward smash right here. The rookie gets a KO as this is a 4-2 lead right now for the Fantasy Fiend Enthusiasts. 1 Aeon's Byleth Informer, 71-0 right now. Attempted to go for that down air, does not land it, gets hit by a forward smash instead. Now it's going to be up throw into no up air from the pit. Ultimately just deciding to let the Byleth stay on the ground. 92-30. After that up smash, a forward smash right here. Does the pit go off stage? He tried to go into that neutral air, but went a little too high. Forward smash after the neutral air. 92-62. Forward smash here. Does he go for something to get rid of Informer? He does not. 92-76. Up tilt. Gonna make this 104. 105-76. And that was a down air attempted. He went for the arrow right there. Bit of an interesting decision. It's 120-99 as the pit. He's going to go for a forward smash. That misses. Forward tilt from the Byleth. He is off stage. Eon's Pal. Informer. He will go off stage, by the way. He'll try to go for the side Bs. He'll try to go for some other attacks. But forward smash from Eon's Pal. It's 135-111. The Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League historically has not seen that much action from Pit, but that's 2 kills from Eon's Pal. And now forward air right there, a 1 vs 4 turns into a 1 vs 3 for Grim Knight, as now we see Ray. I believe this is his first ever start in the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. He's been on the bench for the last 2 seasons, I believe. 26 to 50 right now. Forward tilt after the forward smash. It's 26 to 64. We see the up smash. It's going to be 45 to 83, and full meter is available for his cloud. He uses it on a neutral B. 45 to 107. And Grim Knight, he comes back. Nope, not quite yet. Down tilt. It's going to be 45 to 116. Forward throw from the cloud. 45 to 128. And the blade bling right there, that's going to make Grim Knight fall short. So the Fantasy Feed enthusiasts with a Major League retooled roster, they win their first game 5-2. Alright, not bad, not bad. Greg, 2 KOs in the leadoff. Eon's Pal, 2 KOs himself. Ray with that game winner. We don't even need to see Lego Batman or the rookie debut of Cheesecake. So they're going to have to wait until the second round to play their first game. So, in round 2, the Fantasy Feed enthusiasts, they're going to host Detroit. As for the Critical Crashers, they will play their next match against the Boston Brawlers, another home game for this team. Alright, let's get that screenshot real quick. Save all the screenshots for all the matches. Okay, let's see. Coming up next, when we come back from a small break, we're going to see 3 games remaining. That's going to be Toronto versus Buffalo, Chaos Corp versus Boston, and Natsuki Lovers at Ottawa. So when we come back, we're going to have Toronto versus Buffalo. I believe that's a rematch of our first round playoff series, if I'm not mistaken, but correct me if I'm wrong. The Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League will resume in a couple of minutes.
Squad Strike. Corona Flash. Nova. Brawlers. Sephiroth. TDD. Ice Climbers. Dark Pit. Lylat.
Welcome back to the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. This is going to be Toronto versus Buffalo, as we have Sigurd, Kaivine, Nezuko, Prof Help, and Varem, who had a very strong preseason. That's why he's able to start in this first match of the regular season for Toronto, including a 3-KO performance where Toronto came back from a 3-1 deficit. As for Buffalo, you can clearly see that there's a bunch of different Amiibo on their roster. There's 5 different elephants we need to address on Buffalo real quick, but we'll address the first elephant on Toronto. So, they did lose Silly because of the off-season sanctions from Joe and NetEasy, so Silly is no longer on the roster. However, they were able to get a replacement Pyramithra in the form of Snaketails. Snaketails, who's traditionally a starter, she will not be starting this first match, so we will not see Snaketails quite yet for Toronto. As for Buffalo, the Swarm folded, they got I Don't Love You. Fun Gang folded, they got Pity Bitch and The Farm. So yeah, bunch of Amiibo from folded teams on this roster. There's also Penguhr's hero Low, best leadoff in the Western Conference. He's going to be on the bench today as neither Low or the Job are starting as the leadoff for his team. Another Amiibo to mention on the bench is Bloom, long tenured member of the Ceiling Fans. He had a pretty strong preseason, I believe, that including some exhibition games, but we'll see what happens. Your rosters are Sigurd, Kaivine, Nezuko, Prof Help, and Varem versus I Don't Love You, Voyagers, Donkers, Pretty Bitch, and The Farm. Toronto versus Buffalo is starting now. I Don't Love You traditionally has been more of a closer, so this is going to be an interesting decision seeing him as the leadoff against this Link. Toronto, they're using the Link as the leadoff. He's been pretty solid so far in the preseason, but Sigurd versus I Don't Love You are your leadoffs for this match. First damage will be dealt by this Link, by the way. This is Razor Force 21's Link, by the way, a former general manager of Red Plus Blue, but decided to walk away after Season 3. 24 to 63 right now. This Link is a rookie, by the way. 35 to 66 as we see the Gordo. 51 to 66 as Link off stage avoiding the Gordo. It's going to be down smash being missed from I Don't Love You. 51 to 84. 66 to 84 as we see the King Deity back onto the stage. It's going to be out of parry. Does not capitalize from the parry, just parried for the sake of parrying. 90 to 84. That Gordo is going to hit the Link. 105 to 84. Sigurd. That Gordo gets deflected onto I Don't Love You. He is still alive though. 105 to 100. We're going to see just the side B, I Don't Love You, at 113, 105, off smash will miss. It's going to be forward tilt now. 115 to 113, dash attack will miss here. It's going to be down smash out of the parry. The Link off stage to the right, and he is going to be able to come back. No, yes, no, he's alive for now, but he is going to fall short. So now Kaivine, this is 5th season in the Squad Track Amiibo Draft League, all 5 spent with Toronto. It's going to be 0 to 134 right now. Let's see, I Don't Love You. Coming back, he goes high, does not get punished though. Up throw, up air, 26 to 134. As we see the Gordo is 42 to 134. Plant, he's not going to have to be KO'd off stage because this Plant, he does have a strong recovery. Instead, we'll see 60 to 134, but that is some significant damage onto the Plant. 4 tilt, 70 to 134. We see the Gordo, it's going to get deflected, stuck down there. It's going to be damage dealt by the Plant though, not the deity, but it's 87 to 134, 88 to 134 as we see the Plant coming slowly. Up tilt getting parried, that up tilt will land. It's going to be 101 to 134. We see back air, now forward tilt into forward air. I Don't Love You is still alive at 156 as he goes high, avoiding that down B, but here comes neutral air, off smash, it misses a little to the left. And I Don't Love You surviving the up throw, but not the up air. Kaivine with that KO, but he is critically damaged at 110. Voyager, he's going to come out right now. He had some pretty solid games with Buffalo last season, so we'll see how he does in the second season with this team. 110 to 39. It's going to be forward smash. Voyager at 63 as Kaivine. He is still critically damaged, but he can still deal some big damage. Up smash, gonna make this 110 to 77. Another up smash. Kaivine has 2 KOs for Toronto. Donkers with the revenge KO. This Ice Climber's had a solid season, but the Season 1 MVP Nezuko is out right now for Toronto. This is her first time starting a round 1 game since back when she was the Time Zone Squad in Season 2. 36, 39. On stage up B. Back here is gonna do some significant damage onto Nana. 52 to 33. We see going to be a forward tilt from the Ice Climbers into, do we see forward air? Not quite yet. Still up tilt, up air. It is 69 to 63. This game itself is a 3 versus 3 scenario, by the way. 69 to 70. We see down air being some damage with jab attempting to interrupt the Zelda. 88, 99 to 76. We see up smash. Nezuko barely survives that one. It's going to be back air, 123 to 80. Forward smash getting interrupted by the ice. Down air, going to make this 133. And Donkers gets a second KO for Buffalo right here. Prof help coming out for Toronto. They are down 3-2. This movie right here will KO. So it's going to be Petty Bitch coming out right now. He spent last season with Fun Gang in his rookie season. We're going to see a forward smash, making this 12-0 right now. Him and the farm migrated over from Fun Gang when they folded. So both of you will make their trip in the waiver wire. Going to be 20, 31 to 48. The farm, obviously, because, well, Buffalo, they need to replace the absence of Venus because that was Net Easy's Violet. But Prof Help going to get KO'd right there with the offstage forward air. Varem, who had a very strong preseason with Toronto, has a 1 versus 2 scenario for the Canadian team. It's going to be 35 to 48. We said an up special, make this 35 to 57. Down air, 35 to 75. 35 to 83 as now we see the Dark Pit coming back onto the stage. Back throw, 35 to 94. Off smash, not going to land. 49 to 94 as we see the Dark Pit trying to go off stage again. Keep in mind, the farm is still behind this Dark Pit as it's 49 to 112. 56 to 112, we see forward tilt. Petty Bitch able to survive for now the Dark Pit. He is going to come back on. 56 to 131 as we see a back throw from the Sephiroth. 56 to 140. Snap right there from the Sephiroth. 56 to 151. We see the forward air. Varem. He is yet to get the wing, by the way. He gets that up tilt. And now the farm makes his debut for the Buffalo Amiibashers. Spent last season with Fun Gang. He's at 35% right now, though, as we see at a snap, a side B, 65. 84 to 35. The wing is now available for Varem. It's going to be 85 to 35. We see forward throw. 93, 94 to 35, side B, barely missing that Sephiroth. It's going to be up tilt into up air, 94 to 66, 98 to 66, as we see up next, going to be forward tilt. We see forward tilt again, 98 to 79. This is the last amiibo for both teams, by the way, as we have 98 to 92, forward air. The farm should be able to come back, 98 to 105 right now, the damage, and that forward tilt, Varem, making the 2-stock comeback for Toronto as they win this game 5-4. It's a 5-4 victory for Toronto. This game was 2 KO performance after 2 KO performance after 2 KO performance. Kaivine, Donkers, Varem, they each get 2 KO performances. I Don't Love You with that leadoff win. Prof Help and Petty Bitch with 1 KO each. Pretty fun, interesting game to start the season between the two teams on the opposite side of Niagara Falls. Alright. There are 2 games remaining to the first round of Squad Track Amiibo Draft League Season number 5. We'll head to the next one real quick as we have the Chaos Corp versus the Boston Brawlers when the Squad Track Amiibo Draft League resumes in a couple minutes. Let's get that screenshot and let's head on break.
Squad strike. Meta Knight. TDD.
Welcome back to the Squad Track Amiibo Draft League. This is the 10th match of the night as we have the Chaos Corp versus the Boston Brawlers. So, the Chaos Corp, we have Knapsack, that is the rookie Olimar being the leadoff. I mentioned already, there's going to be a bunch of teams with Olimar leadoffs as Olimar seems to be living up to the hype, similar to what we saw with Season 3 Isabelle. Well, Season 3 Isabelle did not live to the hype. I can say that personally as the manager of the team who took an Isabelle in the first round of the draft. But Knapsack, Brawl Trip, Nemesis, Nightmare Sword, and Nachos for the Chaos Corp, as this is their third season in the league. They want to make it to the playoffs for the first time in franchise history. With more slots available, less teams to compete for, could they possibly make it this time? As for the Boston Brawlers, there's a good reason why I said they had one of the strongest off seasons in the league. Fipsh, Crunchy's Link from No Custody is now a Boston Brawler. Vin Diesel is also a Boston Brawler. Vin Diesel will be your leadoff, Fitch will be second. House MD, his second season with Boston, gonna be in slot 3. Sniffberg, who is J9K's other King Deity, the same trainer who trained Kamnacha from Detroit. He's gonna be in slot 4, and the 5th and final amiibo is gonna be Agent P. If you think this roster is stacked, keep in mind, So Bufo, who did not start at all in Season 4, he is still an alternate option for a leadoff. You could use Agent P as a leadoff if you want to build into the Olimar hype. There is also Yummers in the bench who is not starting today. Yummers is also top 10 all-time in KOs among active amiibo. The Boston Brawlers have 3 amiibo who are top 10 in Vin Diesel, Fipsh, and Yummers, with Fipsh being number 3 or 2, I believe. So alright, we'll get this match started. Chaos Corp versus the Boston Brawlers, but the Boston Brawlers have a bunch of high expectations with their off-season acquisitions. Let's see if they can live up to it. Up, left, right, down, A. Press this button one more time. The leadoffs are Knapsack versus Vin Diesel. And the first damage will be dealt by Knapsack, but that's a Dorial right there, a partially charged Dorial too. Gonna be 34, 43 to 32 right now is the Boston Brawlers. They are still on Hallow Bastion, by the way. 43 to 48. We see Doria again from Vin Diesel. 69 to 51. If Vin Diesel can come back to his Season 3 form, the Boston Brawlers will be strong series contenders. Even with Crunchy's Link Fipsh having an average season, but Vin Diesel, he's gonna get KO'd right there. So Knapsack with that leadoff win, another Olimar, another leadoff win, but Fipsh with that revenge KO, he is expected to reach his 100 KO this season. Let's see how many he can get with Boston, his first season here. 12 to 7 right now. It's going to be 35 to 7 right now with the up smash. Side B making this 47. 52 to 16 right now. It's going to be 52 to 27. We see forward smash. Brawl Trip at 74. 74 to 27 as we see forward air again. 96, 98. Got a 98 to 27 right now. It's going to be 98 to 27 as we see what y'all doing.
I texted you to move your car a while ago.
Oh, you did twice.
I'm on. Sorry, let me turn on my mic. Hello folks, sorry for the interruption. Looks like we do have a win for Chaos Corp. They're going to win this with the King Deity, as the final score of this game is going to be 5-4, I believe. So, Phipps does have 2 KOs in this game, Nightmare Sword does have 2 KOs. We have Nemesis, House MD with a KO, Nacho with that game winner, Agent P with 1, as Vin Diesel, he had gotten KO'd before I had to suddenly step away because of off-screen issues. I'll address that later. We have 1 game left, so let's get to that game real quick. The Natsuki Lovers versus Ottawa. It's going to be Natsuki Lovers versus Ottawa, as this was supposed to be the Season 5 debut. I swear to God, I tell them I know what I'm doing. I told them I know what I'm freaking doing. If you want to contact me in person, you don't storm into my fucking room and just... You know I have the microphone on too, shit, like... Just gently tell me, okay? Gently tell me, knock, I'll address your issue as soon as I finish. I literally told you I was going to be doing this tonight. Okay, let's get Penguhr's Meta Knight lore in for Natsuki Lovers.
Meta Knight. Pokemon Trainer. Lucas.
Alright, here's my unprofessional advice of the day. If you live with other people, make sure the other people know that you're live streaming, right? And make sure you have a sign outside your room that says, hey, I am live streaming, my microphone is gonna be hot. So if you try say something in front of the microphone, it's gonna be like that. That's why I had to cut my microphone immediately, because there were gonna be some undesirable words being said by the intruder who came into my room, and I had to deal with that real quick. I'm probably not going to commentate this game anyway. I'm like a little too heated. I'm just going to have it run real quick. But this is going to be the Natsuki Lovers versus Ottawa. So let's have Ottawa come in real quick. So Tay, Sara, Papaya is going to be next. Let's bring in Papaya real quick. Eon 2's Dark Pit Seraphim. I did mention there wasn't too much Pit or Dark Pit representation, but this was one of the first earlier Dark Pits in the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft Leagues. Y'all might remember Seraphim from the days back when he was the Novas, back when they were that old stage, the 4 side. Eon 2's Dark Pit Seraphim. Where is Seraphim? He is going to be here. And then one of the starters for the Dynamic Divorce is on Ottawa's roster, Luckman's hero Mementos. He's been doing Dynamic Divorce ever since Season 2. So let's find Mementos real quick, and that's going to close the roster for here. I'm a little too heated right now to commentate, so there's going to be no commentary for his final match, all of that. So let's find Mementos real quick. And then I'll just start the final match. But for the Natsuki Lovers, so Natsuki Lovers, this is the first season as the new brand. Last season they went 2-12 as Red plus Blue, including a 12-game losing streak. The longest losing streak we've ever had in the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. The roster consists of Fred, Lore, Dunduri, Dumas, and the rookie Depression. For Ottawa, it's Taste, Sauron, Papaya, Seraphim, and Mementos. Alright, I'm going to commentate this last match without microphone, no commentary, nothing like that. I'm too heated because something that just happened in the IRL side of things. I'm going to address that as soon as the stream ends. But let's begin. The Natsuki Lovers will defeat Ottawa 5-4 to end the first round of Season 5 of the Squad Track Amiibo Draft League. So we see Fred with that leadoff win. Then yes, folks, it is beautiful back and forth action to close off the night. Sorry that I couldn't commentate all that. I have to go address some IRL issues now regarding hot mics and stuff. So I'm gonna go deal with that. We'll have the updated spreadsheet data later tonight. All that we'll see. Then round 2 is planned for either Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, depending on plans, all that. We were originally going to do a doubleheader for Sunday, but I am attending a Pokemon pre-release event for Perfect Order, so no doubleheader Sunday, most likely just a single header. So at the latest, round 2 will be Sunday, maybe Saturday, depending on circumstances, maybe Friday, depending on where or not I go to something. Probably not Friday, maybe Saturday, we'll see, but for sure, definitely next round will be on the weekend. For the upcoming week, probably Tuesday, Thursday will be the live stream days. The week after, though, towards the end of March, we will have a bunch of available days to actually live stream and stuff, so that'll be something to look forward to. But in the meantime, y'all have a nice one. Round 2 of Season 5 will happen whenever we can, either Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. Round 2 schedule is Miami at Amiibo Engage, Buffalo at the Ditto Burritos, the Novas at Your Worst Nightmare, Times on Squad at Green Bay, Toronto at the Cinnabon Splitters, Chaos Corp at Carbon Show's Team, Detroit at the Fantasy Feet Enthusiasts, Mid-Class Nation at the Natsuki Lovers, Ottawa at Grand Army of the Republic, JG Wentworth at the 456 Squadron, and closing out, Bastion at the Critical Crashers. That's going to be your round 2 schedule whenever we get to round 2. But until next time, y'all have a nice one. The Squad Track Amiibo Draft League will resume in a couple of days. Thank you.